and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you'd like to subscribe, please feel free to do so. If you don't want to, don't worry. If you are already subscribed, thank you so much for doing so. If you are new here and would like to know a little bit more about me before we start this video, I've actually filmed a get to know me tag. If you would like to watch it to know my name, my age, my job, stuff like that, please feel free. If you don't want to or you've already seen it, then let's just get started with this video. As you can tell from the title, it's a how to become a cabin crew video. I'm not saying that you're going to watch this video and become cabin crew overnight. I'm not even saying that anything I'm saying is the be all and end all. If you don't listen to anything I say and you still get the job, then well done. If you listen and don't get the job, I'm really sorry, but this is just what I feel like got me the job. I'm not saying that every single thing I did was perfect, because it might not have been and they might not have liked it, but this is just my experience from my assessment day and my journey to becoming cabin crew. I would also like to say everything I say is my own opinion and not that of my employer. I get a lot of people ask me on Instagram a few cabin crew questions, what to wear, what to do, how to even apply. And I just thought it'd be easy to make a video to address all these questions, just in case there's even people out there that don't feel comfortable asking a stranger online some questions, or they don't want anyone to know they're going to apply. Then feel free to just watch this video and no one has to know. It can be our secret. I would like to give you every bit of my experience from my assessment day, just so you can know kind of what went into it. It's hard for me to remember exactly what happened because it was so long ago, but from what I'm aware, it doesn't change the format too much. My first bit of advice for you is know what airline you want to apply for. I think it's really important not to just apply for every single airline that's open. I think you want to know a bit about the company that you're going to apply for. You want to know, is it primarily short haul? Is it only really long haul they do? Is it a mix of both? Where do you want to work? Do you want to do short haul? Because sometimes you'll wake up at say 3 in the morning and you won't get home until like 10 o'clock at night, and that'll be your working day. Or you could wake up at say 7 o'clock in the morning and do a long haul flight, and you get to the destination at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and you've got a couple of days there, a day there. What do you want to do? Do you want to be away from home? Do you want to be close to home all the time? Where are their nearest bases? So say you live in Scotland. Is there a base nearby you, or will you have to commute to work? Will you have to pick up your life and move down to, say, London? I think it's really important that you know what the company primarily does. So Virgin Atlantic, from what I'm aware, is a long-haul airline. I don't think they do short-haul. From Heathrow anyway, I don't think they do. If they do, let me know in the comments. But say BA does long-haul and short-haul. I know that at Gatwick it's different to Heathrow, and I think Heathrow has like Eurofleet as well, and like worldwide, so obviously they all do different things. But you just want to know a little bit about the company that you're going to apply for. I don't think you should just go in and apply for EasyJet, Lufthansa, Norwegian, British Airways, Virgin Atlantic, and just hope for the best. I think you want to know a little bit about what you're going to get yourself into. The next tip I have to give you is actually apply. So many people say to me, how do I apply? How do I apply? Go on a website and apply. That is simply the best. That's the only way to do it, I think. And you know, you need to find out when they're hiring. So if you really want to work for Thompson and they only hire in January, if it's March, you've missed it. So do you want to wait, or do you want to apply for a different airline? I know that they open up different points of the year and they could open up spots again. I know that recently Virgin were hiring again, and I don't think they have for a while. So I know that was really popular and a lot of people sent their applications in. So yeah, actually apply, because you can't just wake up and be cabin crew. You can't just say, I really want to be it, and then hope you're going to be it, because no one's going to know. There's not a magical cabin crew fairy that knows that you want to be cabin crew. You need to apply and make sure that your CV, I really edited my CV to make sure it was very customer based and it had a lot of stuff relevant to the tourism kind of brand, but you don't have to have, say you did maths GCSE and then you took maths in college and then you took maths in uni and you went to uni and did maths. That doesn't mean you can't be cabin crew because you didn't study cabin crew. I took travel and tourism in college, and I think that my lecturer really did push me to get this job in a good way. She really helped me because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and it's good that I had travel and tourism to fall back on, but you don't have to have done travel and tourism because it's not a necessity. You could be, 30 years old and not have done a single thing to do with travel and tourism. You could have had an office job your whole life and want to try something new, and they'll still take you because it's about how you treat the customers and what you're going to add to their company. Make sure you do the online assessments to your best ability. Don't do it half-heartedly, because if you don't pass the online assessments, you won't get through to the next stage. I'm going to be honest with you, I am very, very, very bad at maths, and I thought that the maths part of the online assessment was really going to be very hard. I think one of the questions was a time zone question where you had to transfer it from this to this, but it was not the usual time zone, so you couldn't just Google it and put the answer. It was a made up one, and I just remember getting so stressed about this one question, and I fully thought that I didn't pass the interview, the online assessment, sorry, and I think it was like the same day or the next day I got an email to say that I passed it, and I was so excited. But don't let it stress you out. Even get someone to do it with you. If you are bad at maths or if you're bad at English, get someone to help you with it, but don't get them to give you the answers. You need to do it for yourself, because obviously you don't want someone else to get you the job and then you don't know the basic maths to do it. My assessment was actually at like 7 in the morning, but I know some companies have like a morning one and then an afternoon one. I think it takes like around 6 hours the whole day in total if you get through all the stages. So make sure that you are going to be able to get up in the morning or get there in the afternoon, because you don't want traffic to hinder you. You don't want there to be anything that could potentially ruin the interview for you. So I was very lucky that my parents were able to take me to my assessment day, and they parked up outside, and I was there an hour early. You don't want to turn up late. You don't want to turn up even on time. In this industry, even on time is late. And I think that that's a really good motto to live by. I still turn up for my reports an hour early because I don't want anything to ruin my chances. I think even when you're in a job, you can't get lazy. I don't think people understand and realise that, if you're on time, you are late because you're not in the right frame of mind to do stuff. So for the assessment day, don't wear your hair in a typical cabin crew hairstyle. So don't put it in a bun. Don't wear red lipstick. Don't wear a blazer, a shirt and a skirt and heels. This is just my opinion. You can do that if you want. There was a lot of girls that look absolutely beautiful that turn up like that. And, a lot of them did get through, yeah, but I think they want to see your personality. If you don't show them who you are, I don't think that's a good representative of who you are, because how do they know that you're a fun person or that you can be creative or experimental? I actually wore my hair, I think it was curled, and I think I put a little bit of eyeshadow on, and I wore a black dress with frilly arms like this top, but I wore a black dress with frilly arms and heels, and I felt really comfortable. You want to be comfortable. You want to turn up in something that you probably usually wear outside of work, that's still, business casual, because you want them to see your personality. I think I've already said that about 10 times. So yeah, another piece of advice that I have to give you is actually talk to the applicants. They're not your enemy, they're not your competition. They could well and truly be your friends. If you all pass your assessment day, and you might start training with them, or later down the line you might even fly with them. I haven't flown with people from my assessment day, but I've actually seen them and I still talk to them occasionally on Instagram. So it's really important to build that friendship like now, and it shows, because they're watching you from the minute you walk in. They will be watching you. It shows that you can talk to people and form friendships, and just that basic bond. It shows that you can do that straight away. On my assessment day, there was a group assessment, and that was to see how well you work in a group. So you might have people in a group environment that sit back to themselves and they don't want to talk to people, or they're too shy, or they don't want someone to butt in, or they don't want someone to reject what they say, I think a really big important thing to do is bring them into the conversation. If you notice someone's being shy, ask them what they think. So, Georgia, what do you think about this? And then it will bring them into the conversation, because obviously you've got about four people watching you, and they watch 2 other people, so it's you and someone else. And they might think, oh, that was really good how that person brought that girl, that boy, or whoever into the conversation, because they could see she was shy. That shows that she, you know, is a team player and she cares about what other people think. So then obviously after that, I did that. I had the personal interview, which was one-on-one. There was actually 2 people in mine, because I think someone was being tested as well. And they were both really lovely people. Completely forgot their names now. I think I even forgot them after they told me. But they were really lovely, and they're not here to trick you. They just want to know a little bit about you. I think the best thing you can do is, if they offer you a glass of water, take it. Because if you get stuck on an answer and you don't know what to say, you can just say, excuse me 1 second, and drink your water, because that gives you time to think. Take 10 seconds, pretend you're extra thirsty, drink the whole bottle, you know, drink everything, ask for another one, you know. If you need time to think, just distraction is the best method. But obviously don't go overboard, you know. You don't need to drink a whole lake. If you just don't know the answer, just say, I'm sorry, I can't think of that answer, can we come back to it? They're not gonna say, right, that's it, you can't have the job, get out. They're not gonna say that, are they? I also think you need to mold your answers to fit, you know, the kind of cabin crew role. I think that a lot of airlines focus on the safety aspect, and they focus on the customer aspect. Customer and safety are the 2 most important things. Customer safety is also very important. So they're going to ask you a lot of questions. So tell me about a time when you bent the rules. Tell me about a time when you lied to your employer. They want to know these questions. They want to ask them. I think I said, oh, we could only sell this at work, but I was able to change it for the customer to benefit them, but still keep in the safety, because they just want to know that you can do good things for the customer that benefit the customer, because obviously you want repeat customer. If someone goes on holiday with you once and doesn't enjoy it, they're not going to come back. But if someone uses you and they do enjoy it, they're going to keep coming back, so you have the repeat customer clientele. So they want to know that you are able to bend the rules kind of for customers, and they want to know that you still keep their safety in mind. I also think you really need to speak confidently. Like I said earlier, back yourself. If you're like, and then I think that I'm good, I think I might be good at, they're gonna be like, she ain't good at nothing, she can't even speak to us. But if you're like, I'm actually really good at customer service, I like to give customers the best impression of us as a company, they're gonna be like, he knows what he's going on about. Or they're gonna be like, she's so good, she backs herself. You just got to back yourself. Don't be not confident. I mean, not everyone is going to walk in and be so confident. You know, I understand if you've got anxiety, or if you don't think you're good at customer service, don't tell them that. Yeah, I'm actually really pants at customer service, I just want to go on holiday. They're going to be like, get out. So if you actually are confident in what you're telling them, chances are they're going to believe it. But if you don't believe it yourself, they're not going to believe it. I feel like that got really deep. One of the last things I have to say is thank them for their time and consideration. They didn't have to give you that personal interview. They could have picked someone else, and such a big thing to even get through to that final stage, but you just need to thank them and say thank you for considering you, because I'm not trying to be patronizing, but it's a really stressful day and it might slip out of your head to thank them, but just thank them. Just say thank you so much for considering me, thank you for your time, and I really hope to hear from you soon. Just make sure that you express to them how much you're grateful for the opportunity, because they might just think, oh, they probably just don't even care. They're probably going to a Virgin interview next after they finish with this EasyJet one. You know, they probably just like, they probably don't care. But you need to show them how much the job means to you. And, you know, if you're like me and you've spilt the whole cup of water down yourself on the interview, you know, thank you for still considering me, even though I'm a klutz. I mean, don't say that, because they'll be like, oh, she's a klutz. What happens if she does something like that on board? Just thank them. And remember, they're still watching you even from when you walk out that door. So you've got home, you've chilled out because it's such a stressful day, and now you're thinking, oh my God, I hope I pass that interview. Don't stress over it. What will be, will be. It's already happened. There's nothing you can do that can change it. You can't phone them up and go, oh, I forgot to say, I'm really good at customer service. And you can't do that. That's it. If you don't get the job, if you get an email back a couple of days later and they say, I'm really sorry, we will reject your application. I don't even know what they put in these letters, but if they reject it, it's not the end of the world. Most airlines you can apply again in 6 months' time, and if you let it really devastate you, then you're not going to be in the right frame of mind to apply again. You just got to look at it as you've met these people, you've had a bit of experience. You know, who does get a job first go, you know? You've had a bit of experience, you're ready for the second time you do it, third time you do it, fourth time you do it. Do you know what? It doesn't matter. If you're a serial assessment day attendee, it does not matter, because you're still trying. There's nothing worse than someone who just gives up first go. If you keep trying and you keep persevering, they'll see that oh, she's turned up to 4, she's really dedicated to getting this job, or he's turned up to 5, he's really into getting this job. You know, it does go against your record that you can see that you've tried and tried and tried, and you never know, you might not be right for that base. Try applying for a different base. You know, if you've applied for Gatwick and you're more suited to Heathrow, they know you're more suited to Heathrow, maybe they'll even email you, would you like to go to Heathrow instead? I mean, I don't know, but they might do it, you never know. Okay, so if you get the offer and they say, we'd like to extend an offer for X fleet, X job, X whatever, just congratulations, because we all know how hard and stressful the day can be. I mean, I thought it was a really fun day and I'd love to do it again. Not that I'm ever going to apply anywhere else, because it's a scary experience. And even though I've done it once, anyone that fails and does it again, hats off to you, because I would not have the guts and courage to do it again, even though, you know, you should. If you don't get through, you should do it again. But I feel like it would put me off. And if you have applied again several times, well done to you, and you will get it. If you just keep showing them how dedicated you are, you will get it. My best friend, she applied to a certain airline and they wouldn't take her, and she applied a few times, and she's now working for a different airline and she's loving her life. So I feel like it all works out in the end. Even if you think, I really want to work for Virgin, and you go to that interview and they don't want you, do you want to work for a company that doesn't want you anyway? You might go to a different company and they might take you first go, and you're like, yeah, like this is it, this feels right at this new company. But I mean, say Virgin don't want you and you apply again and they take you, that doesn't necessarily mean, oh, they've just took you because they felt like they had to. No, you deserve that job, you've earned it, you've gone to a few interviews now and, you know, you've passed. But yeah, just congratulations if you get through, and if you don't get through, just keep trying. But if you do get through, just make sure you accept the offer as soon as possible. Make sure that you, I just think it's accepting the offer as soon as possible. I can't even remember now. Accept the offer as soon as possible. If they tell you need to sign up to a referencing company, sign up. Do it as quick as you can. If you need to get a visa, get that visa as soon as you can. If you need to do a DBS check, do that as soon as you can. Don't just keep thinking, tomorrow, because it might be too late. And if you get it done, they might even bring forward your start date. So I took my assessment day in January. I found out 3 days later that I got the job, and then 4 days later I signed up to the agency because my emails didn't come through or something, and then I actually was supposed to start on like the 21st of June, but I ended up getting brought forward to the 11th of June, which I know is only a week, but it meant that I could quit my job that I was in. Not that I didn't love my other job, but I could quit the job that I was in and start this new job earlier, which was brilliant for me because I actually got to start with my friend and my training group. We were so close, it was amazing. So yeah, I feel like I was very lucky, and I managed to get through straight away the first time I applied, and not everyone does, and I know that, so I was super grateful for that. I think the reason why I got it is because I just went with the attitude, I'm 18 years old, no one's gonna hire me, I'm so young, I'm very inexperienced, I've only really had 1 or 2 years of retail service, and I think I just went with the attitude that this is me. If you don't like it, don't worry, I'll work on myself and come back when I'm older and more mature. I'm just super grateful that I got in first go, and I've been there a year and I'm loving my life. That's everything from me regarding this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you've got this far, well done, because I think this is really long. I might need to edit it down. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you've got a little bit of advice from it. If you haven't, I'm so sorry. I know I rambled on pretty much for the whole thing. My assessment day was about 2 years ago now, so it's probably not 100% factual about what happens on most assessment days. If you've had one recently and you've got an updated one, let me know in the comments, just because I know people might watch this and I don't want to give them the wrong information completely. So yeah, if you've got any more questions, pop them in the comments below, and hopefully I'll be able to answer them for you. If not, I might be able to put you in the right direction to get them questions answered for you. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, please do like it. If you want to see more videos from me, please subscribe, and maybe even press the notification bell in the corner, and you'll be notified when I next post. Hopefully I'll be able to get a post up for you again soon. Thank you, hope you have a really good morning, night, day, wherever you are in the world, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I just cracked my knuckle. I'm constipated, Darren.
Cup of tea?
Do I want a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I leave this open then?
No, I'm filming.
Yeah, but how can I get in? That's going to happen again. When I do that, to open the door, to bring your tea in, it's going to fall on the floor again.
I'm filming.
I'll just pull it too.
No, please can you shut the
It
door?
don't make any difference it pulled too or
Please
open.
can you shut the door?
I can still hear you.
Please can you shut the door?